This is Brett Selke and Aiden D'Amico pitching Shopify, ticker SHOP. Shopify is a cloud-based e-commerce platform serving entrepreneurs, small to medium businesses, and large businesses. It offers businesses the tools to start, operate, and scale their operations. Presently, they have over 1.75 million enrolled merchants utilizing their platform. The firm generates revenues through two main segments: subscription solutions, which makes up 31% of 2020 year-end revenue, and merchant solutions, which makes up 69%. Shopify offers 5 different SaaS monthly subscription plans to merchants within their subscription services segment. The merchant solutions segment generates revenue from additional products merchants can choose to utilize. Merchant solutions offerings include payment processing, known as Shopify Payments, point-of-sale hardware, Shopify Capital, and Shopify Shipping and Fulfillment. Shopify was founded in 2004 by Tobias Luckey, Daniel Wiend, and Scott Lake. It is headquartered in Ottawa, Canada. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic's acceleration of e-commerce, it is no longer optional for businesses to operate an online platform. It has become a necessity. Shopify provides the digital infrastructure and end-to-end solutions for merchants. It is the industry leader in the e-commerce platform space amongst competitors such as Wix, Squarespace, and GoDaddy. Additionally, its gross merchandise volume accounted for 8.6% of all e-commerce sales in the United States in 2020, second only to Amazon. Shopify experienced a 5-year annual revenue growth rate of 50.4% leading into the pandemic. COVID-19 induced tailwinds, such as an increased adoption of e-commerce, have propelled Shopify's revenue to nearly triple since the start of the pandemic. During the past year, Shopify has further expanded its product offerings to merchants with buy now, pay later capabilities throughout its omnichannel platform and in-app integration with social media platforms such as TikTok to capitalize on the social commerce trend. Shopify boasts an impressive customer list of influential and popular companies such as Nestle, Heinz, Pepsi, Kylie Cosmetics, Staples, Heatonist, and Allbirds. A majority of Shopify's revenue is from the United States, which makes up 66.7%, followed by the United Kingdom at 7.3% and Canada at 6.6%. Shopify is truly a global company supporting merchants with over 240 different language capabilities and 68 payment processing providers that allow virtually every currency on the planet to be used. It currently allows merchants to accept payment via cryptocurrencies through Coinbase, BitPay, and CoinPayment.net. Additionally, Shopify has found remarkable success with its investments in companies before they go to market. For instance, Shopify invested in and currently owns a minority stake in Global E-Online, Affirm, and Stripe. Due to being the one-stop shop for the future of business, their growing fintech capabilities, and the investments in its partners, it is recommended that Shopify be added to the AIM International Fund with a price target of $1,765.01 per share, representing a 19.53% upside. Investment thesis: one-stop shop for the future of business. Since its inception, Shopify has been the one-stop shop for entrepreneurs and small to medium businesses to start and run their business. Last year saw the largest increase in startups ever in the United States, with 4.4 million businesses being formed, an increase of 24% year over year. Shopify's diverse and ever-expanding product offerings have allowed its merchants to scale and thrive during the pandemic. Shopify truly offers its merchants an omni-channel sales strategy with social commerce, mobile, point-of-sale, and e-commerce capabilities. Social commerce is the integration of sales capabilities into social media apps. Shopify has the largest social commerce capability among its competitors, facilitating sales through Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. Driver 2, Fintech Revolution. Shopify is growing its merchant services revenue through 3 fintech tailwinds: Shopify Capital, via business-to-business lending, Shop Pay Installments, buy now, pay later, and Shopify Payments, via payment processing. Shopify Capital has funded merchants and allowed them to scale their business. Shopify distributed $393.6 million in merchant cash advances and loans last quarter to date. It has funded approximately $2.7 billion. Shopify's partnership with Affirm to allow a buy now, pay later offering has caused 28% fewer abandoned carts in merchants who have used the product, translating to more sales for the merchant and more merchant sales revenue for Shopify. The terms of the partnership are favorable for Shopify, as Affirm carries all of the credit risk. Shopify Payments has been steadily growing its gross merchandise volume penetration quarter over quarter and now processes approximately half of Shopify's 41.8 billion GMV. Shopify had a strong partnership with Stripe to process Shopify's payment segment in exchange for minority ownership of the firm. Driver 3, investments and partners. Shopify made a deal with a firm in July 2020 before it went public in exchange for being its exclusive buy now, pay later provider. Shopify was able to buy 20.3 million shares of a firm for 1 cent. This gives Shopify a 7.9% voting rights stake in the company and an 8% total stake. Presently, the fair value of their investment in the firm is currently worth approximately $3.3 billion. Shopify also entered into a partnership with and invested in Global E-Online Limited, an Israeli e-commerce solution provider. It currently owns 7.75 million shares, roughly 5.5% of the company. However, it still holds warrants to buy up to an additional 11.85 million shares, bringing its total ownership up to 13.5%. Lastly, through its partnership with Stripe, Shopify was able to provide more than $375 million through a series of funding rounds for the firm. Stripe is expected to go public in 2022, and it's the largest startup in the United States with a $95 billion valuation. Valuation. To reach an intrinsic value for Shopify, a 12-year DCF model is created. Using a terminal growth rate of 2% and a WACC of 7.5%, an intrinsic value of $1,625.77 was reached. Additionally, a 2023 PEG multiple valuation was calculated using a weighted average peer multiple of 2, resulting in a relative value of $2,123.36. Finally, a price to gross merchandise volume multiple valuation was calculated using a weighted average market cap to GMV multiple of 2.66, resulting in a relative value of $2,520.57. By weighing these models 80, 10, and 10, a price target of $1,765.01 was reached, representing a 19.53% upside. Risk. Reopening risk. While overall e-commerce sales surged to over 20% of the U.S. retail sales mix for the first time ever during the pandemic, due to the closure of brick-and-mortar stores, there is potential for online sales to remain stagnant or even decrease as consumers return to making more purchases in person once again. Risk 2. Cybersecurity and confidence. A non-technical data leak recently occurred in which over 200 merchants' data was left exposed. If merchants lose confidence in Shopify's ability to protect their data, it could result in them leaving, having a material negative effect on the company. Management. Tobias Albin-Lucky is the chairman, CEO, and co-founder of Shopify and has been with the firm since its inception in 2004. Harley Finkelstein has been a part of Shopify since 2010 and is currently the president of the corporation. Amy E. Shapiro is entering her 4th year as the Chief Financial Officer of Shopify, coming in with over 8 years of experience as the Chief Financial Officer and over 32 years of tenure in the financial sector.